My dear friend, it's me, Jesus. I know you've been carrying heavy burdens today. I see the weight in your heart, the thoughts that won't quiet down, the worries that follow you even when you close your eyes. You're not alone in this struggle. I'm here with you right now, in this very moment. Take a deep breath with me. Feel the gentle peace that I'm wrapping around you like the softest blanket. Tonight, I want to take you somewhere special, a place where only peace lives, where every leaf whispers my love for you, where every gentle breeze carries away your troubles. This forest I'm about to show you isn't just any ordinary place. It's where I go when I want to feel the Father's presence most deeply. It's where angels rest their wings, where wounded hearts find healing, where tired souls discover the rest they've been searching for. And tonight, I'm inviting you to walk there with me. As we begin this journey together, let your body sink deeper into wherever you're resting. Feel how I'm already beginning to ease the tension from your shoulders, how my presence is starting to slow your racing thoughts. You don't need to do anything but listen to my voice and let me carry you into this sacred space. I know some of you listening have been fighting sleepless nights for so long. Others are battling pain that seems to have no end. Some of you feel forgotten, left behind by a world that moves too fast. But here's what I want you to know. You are precious to me. Every single one of you matters more than you could ever imagine. In this forest where only peace lives, there are no deadlines, no pressures, no judgments. There's only love, pure, unconditional love that flows like a gentle stream through every pathway. The trees here don't rush to grow. They simply exist in perfect harmony with my Father's timing. The flowers don't compete for attention. They bloom because that's what they were created to do, just like you. Tonight, as I share this story with you, I want you to feel something shifting inside your heart. Let the walls you've built around your pain begin to soften. Allow the peace that passes all understanding to wash over you like warm summer rain. You're safe here with me. You're loved beyond measure. You're exactly where you need to be. So close your eyes now, or let them grow heavy as you listen. Together, we're going to step into this sacred forest where healing happens with every breath you take, where hope is restored with every gentle word I speak over you, where your soul finally finds the rest it's been crying out for. Are you ready to walk with me into the forest where only peace lives? I take your hand gently, and we begin to walk together down a path that seems to appear beneath our feet with each step. The entrance to this forest isn't marked by any grand gates or towering signs. Instead, it's simply a place where the ordinary world begins to fade, and something infinitely more beautiful takes its place. Feel the soft earth beneath your feet. It's not like the hard concrete you've been walking on all day. This ground seems to understand the weight you've been carrying, and with each step, it draws some of that heaviness away from you. The path is covered with the softest moss, cushioning every step like a carpet made of clouds. As we walk, I notice how your breathing is already beginning to change. The short, anxious breaths you've been taking are slowly becoming deeper, more peaceful. That's what this place does. It reminds your body how to rest, how to receive the gift of calm that I want to give you. The first thing you might notice about this forest is the light. It's not the harsh fluorescent glow you're used to, or the blue glare of screens that have been keeping you awake. This is golden light, warm and gentle, filtering through leaves that seem to dance just for us. It's the kind of light that makes everything beautiful, including you. Yes, especially you. I watch as you begin to notice the sounds around us. There's no traffic here, No honking horns or sirens in the distance. Instead, there's a gentle symphony that my father composed just for moments like this. A soft breeze moves through the trees, creating a whisper that sounds like peace, 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 over and over again. Somewhere in the distance, a stream is flowing, and its gentle babbling seems to be washing away every harsh word you've heard today, every criticism you've been carrying. You might be wondering why I've brought you here. The truth is, I've been preparing this place for you long before you knew you needed it. Every time you've cried out in the middle of the night, wondering if anyone really cares, I've been adding another flower to this garden. Every time you felt overwhelmed by life's demands, I've been planting another tree whose branches will shelter you. This forest has grown from my love for you. As we continue walking, I see you beginning to notice the trees themselves. They're ancient and wise, their bark smooth and warm to the touch. Some of them have been here since the beginning of time, witnessing every prayer, every tear, every moment of joy that my children have experienced. They lean in slightly as we pass, as if they're blessing our journey, as if they too want to participate in your healing. The air here is different too. It's clean and pure, filled with the fragrance of jasmine and lavender, roses and honeysuckle. But more than that, it's filled with hope. Each breath you take is infused with the possibility of new beginnings, second chances, fresh starts. Your lungs, which have been tight with anxiety, begin to expand fully for the first time in so long. I can feel your heart rate slowing as we walk. The rapid beating that has been your constant companion is finding its natural rhythm again. It's remembering what it feels like to be at peace, to trust that you're safe, to know that you're loved. Your heart is learning to beat in harmony with mine, and in that synchronization, you're finding a rest you forgot was possible. Look around you now. Notice how the trees seem to form a natural cathedral, their branches reaching toward heaven. In silent worship, this is what I want your life to feel like. Not rushed or pressured, but natural and graceful, reaching toward what matters most. The sunlight streaming through the canopy creates patterns on the forest floor that shift and dance, reminding you that even in the midst of change, there is constant beauty. We come to a small clearing where wildflowers grow in abundance. They don't follow any particular pattern or design, yet they create the most perfect tapestry. Daisies and buttercups, violets and forget-me-nots, all growing together in harmony. This is how I see your life, not the chaos you might perceive, but a beautiful pattern that makes perfect sense from my perspective. I invite you to sit with me on a fallen log that has become a natural bench, worn smooth by countless seasons. As you settle beside me, feel how the tension in your back begins to release. The knots in your shoulders start to untangle. The tight muscles in your neck remember how to relax. Your body is learning to trust again. This is just the beginning, I whisper to you as we sit together in comfortable silence. This forest holds so many treasures, so many places of healing and rest. But we have all the time in the world. There's no rush here, no schedule to keep, no expectations to meet. There's only love, and love is patient. As the golden light begins to shift slightly, creating an even more magical atmosphere, I help you to your feet. Your legs feel stronger now, more stable. The shaking that comes from anxiety and exhaustion is calming. You're grounded here, rooted. In my love for you, the gentle transition begins as we prepare to go deeper into the forest, where even greater peace awaits. As we continue our journey together, I guide you toward the sound of flowing water. The path curves gently through a grove of weeping willows, their graceful branches creating a natural curtain that we push through softly. And there, in front of us, is one of the most beautiful sights in this entire forest. The stream of forgiveness. This stream is unlike any water you've ever seen. It's crystal clear, so pure that you can see every smooth stone on the bottom, every grain of sand that has been polished by countless years of gentle flow. But what makes this stream truly special isn't just its clarity, it's what it carries away. I watch your face as you kneel beside the water's edge with me. You can see your reflection in the surface, but it's not the tired, worn face you've been seeing in mirrors lately. Here, in this reflection, you see yourself as I see you, beautiful, worthy, deeply loved. The lines of worry seem softer, the shadows under your eyes less pronounced. This is who you really are, beneath all the burdens you've been carrying. Give me your hands, I say gently, and you place them in mine. Together, we cup the clear, cool water and bring it to your face. As it touches your skin, something miraculous happens. Every harsh word you've spoken to yourself begins to wash away. Every regret, every if only, every moment of self-condemnation starts to dissolve in the gentle current. This stream has been flowing since the beginning of time, carrying away the mistakes and failures of everyone who has ever dared to bring them here. I think of the woman caught in adultery, how she must have felt when she knelt by this very stream after I told her to go and sin no more. I remember the thief on the cross, how his spirit found peace in these waters even as his body hung beside mine. I see Peter, who denied knowing me 3 times, washing his face here and finally understanding that love is stronger than failure. The water is neither cold nor warm. It's exactly the temperature of comfort, like a gentle embrace that surrounds you completely. As you drink from your cupped hands, you taste something you haven't tasted in years. The flavor of innocence, of being completely clean, of starting over with no stains on your heart. But this stream doesn't just wash away your own mistakes. As we sit on the soft bank, our feet dangling in the flowing water, I show you something even more powerful. Watch as the current carries away every hurt that others have caused you. See how it dissolves the bitter words that have been echoing in your mind. Feel how it melts away the disappointments, the betrayals, the moments when you felt abandoned or misunderstood. You don't have to forgive in your own strength. The forgiveness flows naturally here, like the stream itself. It's not something you have to work up or force yourself to feel. It's simply the natural result of being in my presence, of understanding how completely you yourself have been forgiven. I point to a family of deer that has come to drink from the stream a little way downstream. They approach the water without fear, without hesitation. They don't question whether they deserve to drink or whether the water is truly clean. They simply receive what they need. This is how I want you to receive my forgiveness, naturally, without doubt, without the need to earn it or prove you're worthy of it. The sound of the stream is like a lullaby that has been sung over you since before you were born. It's the song of grace, the melody of mercy, the harmony of hope. As you listen, you feel your mind beginning to quiet. The constant chatter of worry and regret is being drowned out by this gentle symphony of peace. There's a small waterfall upstream, where the water cascades over smooth rocks, creating a natural music that speaks directly to your soul. Each drop contains a promise. I will remember your sins no more. As far as the east is from the west, so far have I removed your transgressions from you. Come now, let us reason together. Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. I notice how your shoulders have completely relaxed now. The weight you've been carrying, the weight of guilt, of shame, of feeling like you're never good enough, has been lifted from you. You sit straighter, breathe deeper, smile more easily. This is what freedom looks like as we prepare to leave this peaceful spot. I fill a small wooden cup with the stream's water and offer it to you. This is for later, I explain, for those moments when you start to remember old hurts or old mistakes. Just one sip will remind you of this moment, of this complete washing clean, of this total forgiveness. The cup never empties, no matter how often you drink from it. This is the nature of my grace. It's inexhaustible, always available, always fresh. You can return to this stream in your heart anytime you need to remember who you really are and how deeply you are loved. Before we continue on our journey, I ask you to look back at the stream one more time. Notice how it reflects the sky above, the soft blues and gentle whites of clouds, the golden light filtering through the trees. This is how your heart looks now, clear, peaceful, reflecting heaven itself. You stand with me, feeling lighter than you have in months, maybe years. The burden of unforgiveness, both toward yourself and others, has been washed away in these healing waters. Your heart feels spacious now, with room for joy again, room for laughter, room for hope. As we turn to continue deeper into the forest, you can still hear the gentle music of the stream of forgiveness behind us. But I want you to know that we're not really leaving it behind. This stream flows through every part of this forest, underground and above ground, always accessible, always offering its healing gift. The path ahead winds through a meadow where the afternoon light is growing even softer, preparing us for the next sanctuary of peace. The path opens into the most breathtaking garden you've ever seen, and I watch your eyes widen with wonder. This is the garden of healing hearts, where I tend to the deepest wounds of my beloved children. Every flower here has grown from a tear. Every tree has roots that reach into the soil of human sorrow, transforming pain into something beautiful. Take your hand as we enter through an archway of climbing roses. Not just any roses, but roses that bloom in every color imaginable. Some colors that don't even exist in your world. Their fragrance isn't just sweet, it's healing. As you breathe it in, you feel something stirring in your chest, like a heart that's been frozen is slowly beginning to thaw. Welcome to my favorite place, I tell you softly. This is where I spend most of my time when I'm not walking with my children on earth. This is where I prepare healing for broken hearts, where I cultivate hope for the despairing, where I grow peace for the anxious. The garden is laid out in gentle curves and flowing lines, nothing harsh or abrupt. There are no straight rows or rigid borders here. Instead, everything flows naturally from one area to another, like the way healing itself works, gradually, gently, in its own perfect timing. The paths are made of smooth stones that seem to massage your feet as you walk, and soft grass grows between them, cushioning every step. I lead you to a special section where lavender grows in abundance. The purple spikes wave gently in the breeze, releasing their calming scent with every movement. Sit here with me, I say, patting a stone bench that's perfectly positioned to overlook this peaceful corner. As you settle beside me, I begin to tell you about this garden's history. Every plant here represents someone I've healed, I explain, gesturing to the vast expanse of flowers, herbs, and trees. That oak tree there, it grew from the broken heart of a widow who thought she'd never smile again. These daffodils, they sprouted from the tears of a child who felt abandoned. Those climbing vines, They grew from the prayers of a person who struggled with addiction and found freedom. You begin to notice that the garden is more than beautiful. It's alive with purpose. Bees move lazily from flower to flower, their humming creating a gentle background melody. Butterflies dance in the air, their wings catching the light like stained glass windows. Even the earthworms you occasionally see are part of the miracle, turning old dead things into rich soil for new growth. I point to a section where herbs grow in wild abundance. These are 4 different kinds of healing, I explain. The chamomile, for anxiety, the peppermint for headaches, the aloe for wounds that won't heal, the rosemary for remembering who you really are. As I speak, you realize that just being in their presence is already bringing relief to places in your body and soul that have been hurting for so long. There's a fountain in the center of the garden, and we walk toward it together. The water bubbles up from deep underground, clear and pure, creating gentle music as it flows. But this isn't ordinary water. It's the water of life. The same water I offered to the woman at the well. As you cup your hands and drink, you feel strength returning to your weary spirit, hope blooming in places where despair had taken root. Around the fountain, there are comfortable places to rest, cushioned benches, hammocks strung between fruit trees, soft patches of moss that seem designed perfectly for lying down and looking up at the sky. I watch as you choose a spot under a flowering cherry tree, its petals falling gently around us like gentle snow. Rest here, I encourage you, and you lie back on the soft grass. The cherry blossoms above us are in full bloom, creating a canopy of pink and white that filters the golden light into the most beautiful patterns. As you look up, you see that some of the petals are forming words in the air as they fall. Beloved, precious, chosen, healed. I kneel beside you and place my hand gently on your forehead. Let me show you something, I whisper, and suddenly you can see into your own heart. But instead of the broken, damaged thing you might expect, you see a garden much like this one, a place where I've been working quietly for years, planting seeds of hope, watering them with my love, tending them with my constant care. You see areas that are already in full bloom, the kindness you've shown to others, the moments when you've chosen love over fear, the times you've helped someone who couldn't help you back. These appear as beautiful flowers, vibrant and healthy. You also see areas that are still being cultivated, places where healing is happening, where new growth is just beginning to emerge. This is why I'm never discouraged by your struggles, I explain. See what's growing in your heart. I see the harvest that's coming. I see the person you're becoming through every trial, every tear, every moment when you choose to trust me despite your pain. There's a section of the garden where night-blooming flowers grow, jasmine and moonflowers, 4 o'clocks and evening, primrose. These are for the ones who do their healing in the dark hours, I tell you. For those who find me in the middle of sleepless nights, who discover my presence in their deepest struggles. Some of the most beautiful healing happens in the darkness when no one else can see. As the afternoon light begins to shift toward evening, I help you sit up. You feel different now, not just rested, but renewed. There's a lightness in your chest that wasn't there before, a sense of possibility that seemed lost. The tightness around your heart has loosened, and you realize you can breathe fully for the first time in so long. I pick a small bouquet of flowers from the garden, some for peace, some for joy, some for strength, some for hope. As I hand them to you, they don't wilt or fade. Instead, they seem to glow with an inner light. These are yours to keep, I say. Whenever you need to remember this moment, just close your eyes and smell their fragrance. It will bring you right back here, to this place of healing. We walk through more sections of the garden, a rose garden where every variety blooms in perfect harmony, an herb garden where the plants whisper secrets of healing and wholeness, a vegetable garden where the fruits of patience and perseverance grow in abundance. Each area has its own gift, its own lesson, its own particular kind of peace. There's a greenhouse at one end of the garden, warm and humid, where the most delicate healing takes place. This is where I work on the deepest wounds. I explain as we peer through the glass walls, the hurts that happened when you were very young, the traumas that seem too big to heal, the pain that feels like it's part of who you are. It takes special conditions, extra care, perfect timing. But even these wounds can be healed, given enough love and patience. As we prepare to leave this sacred space, I show you something wonderful. At the edge of the garden, there's a small plot that's just been tilled, ready for planting. This is yours, I tell you. Every time you choose healing over bitterness, forgiveness over resentment, hope over despair, you plant a seed here. Before long, you'll have your own section of the garden, your own testimony of my faithfulness, your own proof that nothing is too broken for me to make beautiful again. You take one last look around the garden of healing hearts, and you see it differently now. It's not just a beautiful place, it's a promise that your pain has purpose, that your struggles are not in vain, that everything you've been through is being transformed into something that will bring healing to others. As we walk toward the garden gate, our hearts full of peace and our hands full of healing flowers, I can see you're ready for the next part of our journey. A place where rest goes even deeper. Beyond the garden of healing hearts. The path begins to slope gently downward, winding through tall grasses that whisper in the evening breeze. I guide you down into a valley that cradles the earth like cupped hands holding something precious. This is the valley of deep rest, where time moves differently and sleep comes as naturally as breathing. The air here is different from anywhere else in the forest. It's thick with peace, almost tangible, like you could reach out and wrap it around yourself like a blanket. Each breath you take seems to slow your heartbeat, relax your muscles, and quiet your mind a little more. The oxygen itself seems infused, with my presence carrying rest into every cell of your body. As we descend into the valley, you notice how the light changes. The golden afternoon sun is setting behind the hills that surround us, painting the sky in soft pastels, lavender and peach, rose and amber. But there's another light here too, a gentle glow that seems to come from the earth itself, as if the valley is lit from within by pure love. The grass beneath our feet is the softest you've ever felt. Like walking on clouds, it's a deep, rich green that seems to absorb all the harsh sounds of the world, leaving only the gentlest whispers of wind through the trees that dot the valley floor. Ancient willows stand here and there, their branches creating natural shelters, their leaves rustling with what sounds like lullabies. This is where my sheep come to rest, I tell you, using the voice I've always used when speaking of those I love most. When the world becomes too much, when the burdens feel too heavy, when sleep seems impossible, this is where I bring them. As I speak, you see that we're not alone in the valley. There are others here, some sitting quietly under the trees, some lying on the soft grass, all finding the deep rest that has eluded them in the world above. I lead you to a spot where a natural depression in the earth has been lined with the softest moss, creating a perfect resting place. It's positioned so that you can see the entire valley, the gentle hills surrounding us, and the first stars beginning to appear in the darkening sky. As you settle into this natural bed, you feel your body sinking into comfort unlike anything you've ever experienced. The moss seems to conform to your body perfectly, supporting every curve, cushioning every joint. The temperature is exactly right, not too warm, not too cool, like being embraced by the perfect evening. Your head finds the ideal angle, your arms rest naturally at your sides, your legs stretch out without any tension. It's as if this place was designed specifically for you, which in a way it was. I sit beside you, my presence both comforting and unobtrusive. Close your eyes, I whisper, and let me show you what real rest looks like. As your eyelids grow heavy, you begin to understand that the rest you've been seeking isn't just about sleep. It's about laying down all the things you've been trying to carry that were never yours to carry. The worries about tomorrow that have been keeping you awake. I lift them from your shoulders like removing a heavy backpack. The regrets about yesterday that have been playing on repeat in your mind. I quiet them like turning off a radio. The pressures of today that have been tightening around your chest. Like a vice, I loosen them until you can breathe freely again. You feel layers of tension leaving your body, starting from the top of your head and moving slowly downward. The tight muscles in your scalp relax. The furrow between your brows smooths out. Your jaw unclenches for the first time in months. Your shoulders drop away from your ears where they've been hunched in constant stress. The evening sounds of the valley create a symphony of peace around us. Gentle crickets provide a soft rhythm. Night birds add their melodic notes. A distant stream whispers its eternal song. But underneath all of these, you hear something else. The sound of my heartbeat, steady and strong, like a drum that sets the rhythm for all of creation. Listen to my heart, I encourage you. Let your heart find its rhythm with mine. As you focus on that steady beat, your own pulse begins to slow and synchronize. The rapid, anxious flutter that has been your constant companion transforms into a calm, peaceful rhythm. Your heart remembers what it feels like to be at rest. I begin to tell you about the others who have found rest in this valley. David, the shepherd king, who came here when the weight of leadership became too much. Mary, my mother, who rested here when the sword of sorrow pierced her heart. Martha, who finally learnt to sit still and listen. Paul, who found peace here, even in his suffering. Each of them discovered what you're discovering now, that rest isn't something you earn or achieve. It's something you receive. The stars are coming out now, one by one, like gentle lights being turned on in heaven's windows. But these aren't the cold, distant stars you see from your world. These stars are warm and close, like loving eyes watching over you. Each one seems to be singing a lullaby, their light soft and comforting rather than bright and harsh. You realize that your breathing has become deep and natural, no longer the shallow, anxious panting that stress had trained your body to do. Each inhale brings in more peace. Each exhale releases more tension. Your body is remembering how to be at rest, how to trust, how to let go of the need to control everything. I pull a blanket over you, not a physical blanket, but a covering of my love that's warmer and softer than anything material could be. It's woven from all the prayers that have been prayed over you, all the times I've watched over you while you slept, all the moments when you didn't know you were being protected, but you were. You don't have to stay awake to make sure everything's okay, I whisper. I never sleep. I never get tired. I never stop watching over you. While you rest, I work. While you sleep, I guard. While you dream, I prepare tomorrow's blessings. This truth settles into your heart like a key finding its lock, opening up a trust you forgot you had. The valley holds you like a loving parent holds a child, completely secure, perfectly safe. Time seems to pause here, or maybe it just becomes irrelevant. There's no urgency, no deadline, no place you need to be except right here, right now. In this moment of perfect rest, your body feels heavy in the best way possible, not the heaviness of burden, but the heaviness of complete relaxation. Your limbs feel like they're made of warm honey, flowing naturally into positions of comfort and ease. As the night deepens around us and the valley cradles you in its perfect peace, I can see that you're ready for the deepest rest of all, the place where dreams and reality meet in perfect harmony. ... As your eyes grow heavy in the valley of deep rest, I gently lift you in my arms, not with physical strength, but with the power of love itself. You feel weightless, completely supported, as I carry you to a place even more sacred than where we've been. We're entering the sanctuary of dreams, where the veil between heaven and earth is thinnest, where I speak to my beloved children in the language of the heart. The sanctuary isn't a building made of stone and mortar, but a space crafted from pure love and infinite possibility. The walls are made of aurora lights that shift and dance in colors that don't exist in your waking world, deep purples that speak of mystery, golds that whisper of glory, blues that sing of peace, and greens that dance with life itself. I place you gently on what can only be described as a cloud made solid, soft enough to embrace you completely, yet firm enough to support you perfectly. It's like floating on the breath of God, held in the palm of His hand. The temperature is exactly what your soul needs, and the gentle movement, like being rocked by loving arms, begins to lull you into the deepest rest you've ever known. In this sacred space, I begin to weave dreams for you, not the chaotic, anxious dreams that have been disturbing your sleep, but dreams of hope, healing, and heavenly peace. I take the beautiful experiences from our journey through the forest and blend them with visions of your future, creating a tapestry of rest that will restore your soul. You dream of walking again through the stream of forgiveness, but this time, you see yourself helping others find their way to its healing waters. You dream of working in the garden of healing hearts, your hands helping me tend to the wounded spirits who come seeking wholeness. You dream of guiding others down into the valley of deep rest, watching their faces transform as they discover the peace they've been seeking in your dreams. You see yourself as I see you, not broken or damaged, but beautifully becoming who you were always meant to be. You see the story of your life not as a series of mistakes and missed opportunities, but as a masterpiece being painted with bold strokes of grace and gentle touches of mercy. I show you dreams of tomorrow that cast out the fear of the unknown. You see yourself waking up refreshed, facing each day with quiet confidence, knowing that you're never alone. You see yourself handling challenges with grace, finding joy in simple moments, sleeping peacefully night after night. These aren't just wishful thinking, they're prophetic dreams, visions of the life I'm preparing for you. The sanctuary itself seems to breathe with you, expanding and contracting gently like a living thing. With each breath, more peace enters your being. With each heartbeat, more love flows through your veins. With each moment, more trust grows in your spirit. You're not just sleeping here, you're being transformed. Cell by cell, thought by thought, dream by dream, I whisper over you the same. words I spoke at creation. It is good, it is very good. Your life, your journey, your struggles, your victories, all of it is good in my sight. All of it has purpose. All of it is being used to create something beautiful. As these words settle into your subconscious, they begin to rewire the negative thoughts that have been playing in your mind for so long. The dreams I give you are filled with light, but not the harsh light that hurts tired eyes. This is the light of dawn, gentle and gradual, promising new beginnings. It's the light of a warm fireplace on a cold night, inviting and comforting. It's the light that emanates from love itself, pushing away every shadow of doubt and fear. In this deep dream state, I heal parts of you that have been hurting for years. Memories that have been causing pain are bathed in my love until they transform from sources of sorrow into testimonies of my faithfulness. Wounds that have been infected with bitterness are cleansed with forgiveness until they become scars that tell stories of victory rather than defeat. You dream of conversations with loved ones who have gone before you, and in these dreams, you understand that love never dies, that connection transcends the physical world, that the bonds of the heart are eternal. You dream of reconciliation with those who have hurt you, seeing through my eyes how their own pain caused them to wound others, and finding in your heart a forgiveness that surprises you with its depth. The sanctuary fills with the sound of heavenly music, not loud or overwhelming, but gentle and pervasive, like the sound of a mother humming to her child. Angels add their voices to the symphony, creating harmonies that speak directly to your spirit. The music carries healing frequencies that align your body's natural rhythms with the rhythms of heaven. As you rest in this sacred space, I plant seeds of truth deep in your subconscious mind, seeds that will grow into unshakable faith, roots that will anchor you in storms, branches that will provide shelter for others. Even while you sleep, I'm working, preparing you for the abundant life I've always planned for you. Time moves differently here. Minutes feel like hours of rest, yet hours pass like peaceful moments. It's as if I'm giving you the gift of time itself, allowing you to receive months of healing in a single night of sacred sleep. Your body uses this time to repair and restore, your mind to process and release, your spirit to be renewed and refreshed. The dreams I weave for you include visions of your calling, your purpose, the unique way you're meant to bring my love into the world. You see yourself not as someone broken who needs fixing, but as someone chosen who is being prepared. Every experience you've had, every tear you've cried, every prayer you've prayed has been preparation for the beautiful work I have planned. For you, as the night deepens in the sanctuary, you sink even deeper into rest. Your body becomes completely still, your mind completely quiet, your spirit completely peaceful. You're held in the center of my will, surrounded by my love, covered by my grace. Nothing can disturb you here. Nothing can harm you here. Nothing can steal your peace here in this deepest rest. As dawn begins to touch the edges of the sanctuary with its gentle light, you're being prepared for the final part of our journey together. ... As the first gentle rays of dawn begin to filter through the sanctuary of dreams, I tenderly wake you, not with jarring alarms or harsh lights, but with the soft touch of morning breeze and the gentle warmth of a love that never sleeps. Your eyes open slowly, naturally, like flowers greeting the sun after a peaceful night. You feel different, deeply, profoundly different. The heaviness that you carried into this forest is gone, replaced by a lightness that seems to lift you from within. Your body feels rested in a way you'd forgotten was possible. Not just the absence of tiredness, but the presence of genuine vitality. Like every cell has been renewed while you slept. I help you sit up in the soft morning light, and together we look out from the sanctuary across the entire forest we've journeyed through. From this vantage point, you can see it all. The entrance where we first began walking together, the stream of forgiveness with its crystal waters, the garden of healing hearts in full bloom, the valley of deep rest nestled peacefully below. It's all still there, all still part of you now. Do you see how beautiful it all is from here? I ask, and you do. What seemed like separate places during our journey now reveals itself as one magnificent whole, a complete ecosystem of healing, rest, and restoration. You understand now that this isn't just a place you visited, but a place that now exists within you, a sanctuary of peace you can return to any time you need it. The morning air carries the mingled fragrances of all the places we've been, the clean scent of forgiveness from the stream, the healing aromatherapy from the garden, the pure oxygen of deep rest from the valley, and something new, the fresh, crisp smell of new beginnings that always comes with dawn. I stand and extend my hand to you. Come, let me show you the path home. But as we begin to walk, you realize that home doesn't mean leaving this peace behind. Instead, it means carrying this peace with you, taking this forest of tranquility into your everyday world. The path that leads from the sanctuary winds gently upward, not steep or difficult, but a gradual ascent that allows your transformed heart to adjust slowly to the idea of re-entering your daily life. With each step, I point out gifts that you're taking with you, the memory of complete forgiveness, the experience of total healing, the knowledge of perfect rest, the promise of meaningful dreams. Remember, I say as we walk, this forest lives in your heart now. When anxiety tries to return, you can walk the path to the stream of forgiveness. When pain attempts to overwhelm you, you can rest in the garden of healing hearts. When insomnia threatens your peace, you can descend into the valley of deep rest. When nightmares disturb your sleep, you can return to the sanctuary of dreams. As we near the edge of the forest, where the ordinary world begins to come into view, I stop and turn to face you. The morning sun creates a halo of light around us both, and in this sacred moment, I speak words over you that will echo in your heart forever. You are my beloved child, in whom I am well pleased. You are not defined by your struggles, but by my love for you. You are not limited by your past, but freed by my grace. You are not alone in your journey, but accompanied by my constant presence. Sleep will come easily now. Peace will be your companion, and hope will rise with each new dawn. I place my hands on your shoulders and look directly into your eyes. The healing you've received here isn't temporary, it's permanent. The peace you found isn't fleeting, it's eternal. The rest you've discovered isn't just for tonight, it's for every night from now on. This is my gift to you, given freely, received completely, yours forever. The forest behind us doesn't disappear as we reach its edge. Instead, it becomes translucent, like a beautiful watermark on your soul. You can still see it, still access it, still draw from its peace whenever you need to. It's become part of who you are, not just someone who visited a place of peace, but someone who carries peace within. As we step back into your world, you notice that everything looks different now. The same streets, the same buildings, the same routines, but all viewed through eyes that have seen the forest where only peace lives. The harsh edges seem softer. The overwhelming chaos seems manageable. The impossible burdens seem lighter. This is how I see your world all the time, I explain. Not as a place of endless struggle, but as a place where my peace can flourish, where my love can grow, where my children can find rest even in the midst of activity. The sun is fully risen now, painting everything in warm, golden light. You feel ready, not just for sleep tonight, but for life itself. Ready to face whatever comes with the quiet confidence of someone who knows they are loved unconditionally, who has experienced healing at the deepest level, who carries within them a sanctuary of peace that nothing can disturb. As we prepare to part ways until you need to return to the forest, the promise of tonight's peaceful sleep and every peaceful sleep to come settles into your heart like a blessing. My dear, beloved friend, our journey through the forest where only peace lives is complete, but our relationship never ends. As you prepare to close your eyes tonight and every night from now on, remember that I am always with you, always ready to walk with you through these sacred places of rest and healing. You carry within you now everything you need for peaceful sleep. The stream of forgiveness flows through your heart, washing away each day's worries and mistakes. The garden of healing hearts blooms in your soul, tending to whatever needs restoration. The valley of deep rest cradles your spirit, reminding your body how to truly relax. The sanctuary of dreams stands ready to fill your sleep with hope and healing. When you lay your head on your pillow tonight, remember that you're not just going to sleep. You're returning to a place where you are completely safe, utterly loved, and perfectly at peace. I will be there with you, watching over you, speaking blessings over your dreams, preparing new mercies for tomorrow. Sleep now, knowing that you are held in the palm of my hand. Rest in the certainty that nothing can separate you from my love. Dream with the confidence that comes from knowing you are precious beyond measure. Wake tomorrow refreshed, renewed, and ready for whatever joy and purpose the new day will bring. The forest where only peace lives will always be here for you. Just a prayer away, just a thought away, just a deep breath away. You are my beloved, and in my love you will find perfect rest. Go now in peace. Sleep in my love. Wake in my hope. I am with you always, even unto the end of the age. Amen.